beautiful people. Hope you all are doing great. So, we are currently having a heat wave here in the UK. I'm gonna say in London, especially the UK, because certain parts like it's really hot. You know, it's really hot. Today gonna reach up like 30, 31 degrees. Tomorrow gonna be like, right now we have like weather warning, meaning the heat, the temperature is really high. So the alert goes out to, like, especially you have children, elderly, and animals and all these things, and human in general, all of us in general, to take care of ourselves. So I'm gonna encourage all of you who are in the UK, who are gonna experience this heat wave that we are having for the remainder of the week, as temperatures soar, right? Tuesday gonna be 35. It gonna reach up to 36. Then Wednesday gonna be like 38, as well as Thursday, and then Friday gonna be like 33 degrees. So the remainder of the week is gonna be hot. I must say, I'm loving it, because you know why? We don't really get this when we do get good weather, good sunshine, we have to be grateful, because when the cold hit us, it's gonna be like a constant thing that goes for a long period of time, and then people are gloomy, they're miserable, they're not smiling, whatever. But when the sun is out, everybody's out. And yeah, now is the time for you to bring out your summer clothes. Now it's time to put out your arm, lace out your arm, get some little tan and all these things, and enjoy the weather. Keep if you have to be outdoors, like me, like I have to do the school run and stuff like that. Later I have to go to take the girls to the park, because in the house it's very humid, especially when it's get too hot, it's humid. So it's better you go outside, go under a tree, and like get the breeze and feel more better when you're having heat wave, instead of in the flat, because the heat do penetrate and stay inside. Also, with this heat wave that we are currently experiencing, I want to encourage you all to drink a lot of water, and also put on your sunscreen on your children before they head out to school. Whether you have it doesn't matter if you are melanated, you have to protect your children's skin as well. From the and put on your glasses. Make sure they have UV rays. Make sure that you wear sunglasses. Put on your sun hat or cap if you're a man, and go out. Don't stay too long or constantly in the sun. Try and find shade. Drink a lot of water, and keep yourself hydrated. Make sure that you drink water that is room temperature. Don't drink water too much of cold water. And I will encourage you, don't drink the beer. If you're somebody who love alcohol, I know some of you like alcohol, don't drink it, because when it's hot and it's very humid, especially if you're living in a flat, live in a house where you have air conditioner, listen to me, right? Don't drink beer. Beer tends to push out more heat on your body. You understand? So make sure you drink water instead. You need to hydrate your body. Put on your sunscreen. Adult children, put on a sunscreen. Keep the children out of the direct sun. If you have babies, make sure you dress them light as well, and keep them inside. Don't bring them outside when the temperature is gonna be like 35 scorching hot. Just keep them indoors, unless you have a doctor appointment, that's different. But if you don't have any business being outside, keep yourself out from the direct heat as well. You might want a little tan, go on, get a little 2 or 3 minutes, but get out of the sun, get in the shade as well. Wear your sunscreen, drink lots of water. Also, look out for your neighbors. If you have elderly neighbors as well, now that we are experiencing this heat wave for the remainder of the week, encourage you to look out for your neighbor. If you know somebody who is living by themselves, even if they are not elderly, they might be disabled, or so, look out for each other, check on each other, make sure everybody okay, because not everybody can really manage this heat wave, because a lot of time people have underlying illnesses that we don't know. They might look good on their face, but they have underlying illnesses. Let us look out for these persons as well. Look out for persons who actually, like, they can't move. They are indoors. They can't come out. So look out for these people. Check on them. Make sure that they have enough water. Make sure that they are cool. They are okay. You understand? And if they have, like, if you can get like a fan, like those small little fan, It have some fan that you can like blow liquid water as well. But I want to encourage you all, please don't make sure before you leave the house, if you use your stove as well, or you bake or use your oven, please make sure that you check that you turn off these things, because in a heat wave I do not want anybody, no life to lose. I don't want anybody to I don't want any unnecessary fire to cause. So please adhere to the necessary precaution that they are giving, especially the fire services as well as the police. And please listen to this bulletin that has been given and take it, make sure carry out these things. I want to encourage my viewers and my subscribers and anybody who is the of my voice, who is the video, please make sure that you turn off your stove if you are heading out. Double check before you leave the house as well. And also, those of you who are having barbecue outside, please be careful with children, animals, and yourself as well. Be careful of the heat, and when you turn your grill, please be careful, because one little mishap can escalate big, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. I want everybody to be safe during this heat wave. So that I'm just giving you some just some basic ways that you can just keep yourself and your family safe as well. If you have you're gonna do barbecue, make sure that you are doing your barbecue on to make sure that you have like a wall, concrete that you're gonna put it on. Don't put it on any grass. And for those of us who don't have like a back garden, please, I'm encouraging you, don't go in the park and go and put barbecue on the grass, because that can cause fire, and with the heat wave, it can cause massive fire. You understand? Please adhere, be respectful. You understand? Don't, because you want a barbecue, you understand, you're gonna do foolishness. It's better you do it in your house, put it in the oven, do like your little barbecue in the oven, or if you have like a tabletop one, do it, or maybe order out instead of putting, if you like some grilled chicken, go to Nando's. You understand? Don't do these unnecessary things. This can catch fire, because when it's dry and the grass is dry, especially in the park, and you go and put on a barbecue thing, these things do cause this thing can cause fire as well. Make sure that you keep your dogs. You have a dog. I don't love no dogs or no cats. Make sure that you have them. Give them. Make sure that they have lots of water to drink, and keep them out of the sun as well. Okay. Make sure that, I know a lot of persons are going to commute as well on the bus, and London buses are very hot, because I experience it. You understand? I don't have any need to go on the bus, but for those of you who are using the public transports, here in the UK, during this heat wave, my advice to you is wear something very light and airy on the bus. Make sure that you wear something. Make sure that you have your water bottle so you can keep yourself hydrated, and also just lightly as possible, and make sure that if you don't have to go outside and commute on the bus, don't go as well. For those of you gonna go in a bus, make sure that you just light and air and drink lots of water, and just look out for each other, because a lot of times sometimes the heat from the bus sometimes can make people feel dizzy as well. So make sure that you look out for persons as well. I know right now the hay fever with a lot of people gonna trouble them. My daughter, when the sun is like hot like this, and with the pollen, with the grass, it do affect her. So the problem when I'm going to the park, I have to make sure that I need to make sure when I come up, they like to put her allergy medicine, because when the sun is hot like this, the pollen is very high with the grass, and it do affect her as well. So yeah, it's recently affecting her last year. For the past 2 years now, it has been affecting her. So I'm doing the same thing. For myself, I've been indoors since I dropped the girls. I've been indoors. I had all my windows open in the flat, and I've been drinking my water, keeping hydrated as well, and dry light as possible. I just changed up my top because I'm coming on the live stream, and I want to look a bit more presentable, and I don't want to come on here with dressing like hey, I am going to the drip cloth. So I make sure I put this on. I just put on this long line waistcoat because it's armless. So I just say, okay, let me take off what I had and put this on. And you know, right, to look a little bit more presentable because you know I'm doing a live streaming. Also, when during this heat wave as well, there will be a lot of I know it always be people always get anxious and they try to do silly things as well. If you are somebody who make sure that you, if you're gonna do barbecue right outside, you're gonna grill or barbecue outside, make sure that you have somebody with you because sometimes people tends to drink and doze off and then they can cause massive fire and then it's the fire brigade have to go there. So let us avoid it. Let us be safe in this heat wave. Let us just adhere to all the necessary precaution that they are giving us, and also please look out for each other. So many times, thank you all for the thumbs up. Make sure share that live streaming so you can get to more person. Subscribe if you are new here, and welcome to all the new subscriber. Let us enjoy this weather. We have been calling for good weather here in the UK, and I know we are getting. So go global warming is a warming. Is it warming or warning? It's really affecting the whole world. A lot of times, sometimes we don't realize that the things that we do to the environment, it come and impact us. I remember we never used to get like regular heat wave, you know, but I see that it's happening on a regular basis because last month we had like a heat wave, as you see. We had a you see me like from my videos and stuff like in my shorts, we had a heat wave, right? And I enjoy it to the max, and I'm gonna enjoy this one as well, you know, because it's something that is we get, so everybody's happy, you know, when the sun is out and everything. I know sometimes the sun is too hot for a lot of people, can't really cope with it, but me coming born and you know chop it, you know, I can enjoy this from the Caribbean, so I know this kind of temperature is nothing, you understand. So I can cope with it. And the beauty about this heat wave, like presently, like today, the first day, there's a lot of breeze blowing, which is very lovely. I remember when we had the heat, we had that heat wave, it was 40 degrees. Hey, it was so much. It was so hot in here in the flat. I went outside. I take the girls outside and say, let me go and find a tree. Boy, hey, I had to come back inside because the heat was so unbearable under the tree and there was no breeze blowing, so it didn't make any sense. And everything that I had, ice melted, ice slowly melt, everything melt. So right now, especially here, and in the heat wave, I want to tell you all, don't get too overwhelmed by not a lot of things. It's just 1 week of heat wave that we are having. You know, I was so mad, you know. Saturday is like I usually do my grocery shopping on a Saturday, and we go all in the morning, right? And usually I get everything that I need. But for the past, I don't understand if it's supermarket is getting shortage or people are just overbuying and like they normally do. Every time there's a heat wave, people go crazy in the grocery shop. It's like they're gonna open a shop. Y'all don't have to behave like that. Think of other people need stuff. Like I went in there, in the morning, I'm telling you, like 8 o'clock, there were the shelves. Most of the stuff was in the ice. There was no ice. The water, the whole of the spring water gone. There was no there was just a few little bit of ice, like not even much, like choices you had. And like my youngest one, she's like allergic like to spice and also acid, like lemon, anything that's spicy or you know, or acid, she can't take. So there was not much choices in like the ice lolly that I usually get. It's just like, you know, and I was like, why are people buying so much stuff? You know, the most important thing that you need, you just need a few bottles of water. You don't need like you're gonna open like a shop. You understand? You don't need to buy everything. This kind of behavior always happen in a heat wave. You all remind me of when we had COVID, like everybody just went in a shop, like they're gonna open a warehouse, you know, a mini mart. Everybody went in there and they was only thinking of themselves. They just buy out everything until a lot of policies say things expire. Let us not get let us not get carried away. You just buy the that we need. I know, like when the children, they're gonna be hot, they need a ice lolly, but you don't need to buy so much that you don't leave anything for anybody else. There is us as well. We as parents, we need ice lolly too. We need ice, we need water, you understand, we need bread. It has been it's been a struggle, like, to get things. It's like in the morning you go early when the grocery shop is open, and there you telling me that shelf is empty. Like, when does people, like, y'all go, like, line up, like, when the shop open, and just go in there, just like full, like, 2 or 3 trolley? Because I don't understand. It's like y'all need to be a little bit more have a little bit more empathy for other people. You understand? Have a little bit more empathy and think of other pair of people who need grocery in the shop. There is too much of empty shelf. Or not just going there and just buy things. It's a heat wave. You understand? It's just a heat wave. You don't need all these things. All this dry product is not unnecessary, because half of this product, if you buy these things, it will end up and expire on you. So just buy your normal grocery shopping and just add a few little bit more ice, or ice that will cool you down, or water. And sometimes you don't even need too much of cold stuff, because I find, like, if when I drink a lot of cold water during the heat, you get thirsty quicker. It's better you drink room temperature water when it's hot, because with cold water it tends to, like, make you, like, freeze up. You make your brain kind of freeze up. So drink, like, room temperature water, and just make sure that you put on lots and lots of sunscreen, my love. Put on your hat and everything. When I'm gonna do the school run, I'm gonna have to put on some more sunscreen. From this morning I had on, so I have to go and put on sunscreen. Right now, Lidl, if you want sunscreen, Lidl have like 20% discount on their sunscreen. So please go in. They have for sensitive skin and normal skin. Go in there. It go from the small to the big. So make sure when you're heading out in the morning as well, make sure that you have at least like two that, like, you have your bottle with your water and have an extra one. Also have your small tube of sunscreen so that you can top up throughout the day. Make sure that you are going outside, put on your little glass, your sunglasses. Make sure you have UV protection. Put on a sun hat, or put on a cap, put on something. And also make sure that you're rubbing your sunscreen when you're going out. Put on make sure that you have sunscreen, like, say, 50% SPF or 30% SPF. I like to go, like, with 50 or 30. When it's not too hot, I go, like, with 30, and when it's very hot, I go with 50, because I want extra protection, especially for the girls, because I'm not with them when they are in school. So I use, like, a 50% sensitive for children sunscreen. And they also have one in the for face as well. They are very reasonable, like, and with a 20% discount is what you would have paid for something. I think you pay like $3.25 or so, and like $1.25 you will pay, like, it's very cheap and it's very effective, because leaders where I always buy my sunscreen for the girls and myself to put on my skin. Back in the Caribbean, I don't really used to put on sunscreen, because we don't really have to go directly in the sun. We go under a tree or so, but here I have to use sunscreen, because there is not much shade, especially when you're walking on the road, in the street. When you're walking on the road, there is not much shade. So I have to put on sunscreen to protect my skin, put on my hat, I have to put on my sunglasses, and make sure, I'm not saying the Caribbean we don't put on really good sunglasses and they go hot, and sometimes have a brolly, like if you're gonna walk for distance. But the sunscreen, I really put on them things they like that, because there's always shade or as well, and there's always breeze blowing, so that helps as well. But with here, sometimes the breeze is not blowing, but today, thankfully, the sun is shining, brightly, and also there is breeze, and yeah, I'm enjoying it and I'm loving it, because by next week the temperature gonna just go back to normal. So when we have it, we have to enjoy it. We have to enjoy this weather. We have to. My daughter have athletic competition Thursday, but with the way how the temperature is so high, I think they might postpone it, because I don't think they can have children running today, and I need to find out if the athletics competition is gonna happen still. I need to find out this afternoon when I pick if it's gonna happen, because with the temperature gonna be like 35 degrees Thursday. I don't want my daughter to go in no heat, go run no athletics. No, my love. This heat is will be too much, and it's gonna happen from like in the morning until like 3, because so I don't think I wanna. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Yeah. So I'm just relaxing until when it's 3 o'clock. I will just come off, and then I'll go and pick the girls, and then I have to take them to the park. Yeah. But my girls, I need to pack their stuff, help unpack their stuff, so when we ready to go, and make sure need to put their medals too, because every time we go to the park, I don't know, like when they are indoors they are okay, but when they go outside they always gonna have tummy ache. They always say the tummy hurting, or and even me sometimes, I don't know, when I'm indoors I'm okay, but when I go, I believe sometimes because you are amongst people which they are not too close to you, but because we are in the environment and the air and stuff like that, we do feel a certain way. And then sometimes the heat, sometimes because the heat is very a lot, and our body is trying to adjust to it because we don't get it on a regular occurrence, it's happening. But yeah, global warming is very it's really really happening, and it's here. So people, please um adhere to all the advice that is given. My thing is like, I hope that I will not hear of any major incident will happen in the UK with this heat wave, because it sometimes it's beyond our control sometimes. And please, maybe I asking you guys, if you are those of you who love to smoke, make sure that you out your cigarette or wherever you are smoking. Make sure you out it before you and make sure you out it. Don't drop it, especially when you see dry grass, or you see thing. Make sure that you out it properly, because sometimes if you don't out it, sometimes because of now that it's hot, it can just cause a fire, and we don't want that, my love. We don't want that. And make sure keep all flammable material or flammable stuff far away from children, out of the reach of children as well. Make sure that you don't have anything directly in the sun that is flammable, and also make sure protect yourself. Make sure that if you are going out with your car, make sure check if you see if you have enough you have enough water coolant inside your thing, to make sure you're cool on your engine, because when it tends to happen when it's hot. Although I'm not a driver, but I do know because of hobby. When it gets hot, your engine tends to get heat. So make sure that you have coolant inside your engine to cool on your engine. Make sure test all empty. Make sure that your wheels and your it's okay. Make sure that everything okay. You understand? And just be safe out there. No need for that speed and drive right or do anything like that. Just drive at the speed limit that has been designated to you on the road. Look up. Don't need for that run. Don't no time for dry ride. Just follow the speed limit, and just protect your life and others as well. If you want to go out and you feel like you want to drink, make sure that you have somebody who is a designated driver, meaning somebody who is not drinking, to take you around, so you can drink and you can be the passenger side. It's okay. You understand? We have to protect everybody. We have to protect each other life. And in during this heat wave, sometimes people get carried away and they do silly things, and then after they regret. Let us not make silly mistake. You understand? And and just control on a road rage in this heat. I know sometimes the heat can get overwhelmed. A lot of people are overwhelmed, and sometimes they don't want to wait. They want to overtake and all these things. And just keep your cool, because a lot of times you all get this road rage when it's hot. You all want to speed you, and then you want to overtake another person, and you want to do some silly stuff. Don't do it, please. Don't do it. Because you will live to regret it, because if you do that, you'll get points on the lights, and sometimes you can get banned. You don't want that. And sometimes your livelihood depends on you driving. You don't want to take. So make sure you not drink and drive, my love. Make sure that you have somebody who is a designated driver who is not drinking, I have to repeat it. You go in the passenger side, let that person take control. Or if you feel like you want to drink, call a Uber, call a taxi, or take the public transport and find yourself at home. You understand? Your life is very precious and valuable. You don't want to go out there and do something that you're going to regret for the rest of your life. So please be careful. Enjoy the weather, everybody. Keep hydrated. Enjoy it with your family, your loved ones, your friends, whoever that you are going to spend. If you're going to spend it alone, make sure. I want you all to check up on the elderly. You understand? Check up on the elderly and make sure everybody okay. You know, make sure everybody okay and they are handling this heat wave okay. Yeah, I need to check on my neighbor downstairs to make sure that she's okay. They are you know, they are in their 60s, so I need to just check on them and make sure they are okay. Yeah, but other than that, you know, I'm just gonna enjoy the weather. You know, I'm gonna go outside. To be honest, the way how the breeze is blowing and the wind is open, and I'm just feeling so great. If it wasn't for the girls, I would have just lied down in my settee because the breeze is blowing and I just watch some telly because honestly, it feels so good. It just bring back the vibes of being back home in the Caribbean where I have my window open and the breeze is blowing through the window and you just feel great and you just can hear like, you know, the wind, and it's just a great feeling. So, you know, I'm gonna encourage you all to just enjoy the weather, but just be careful, my beautiful viewers and subscribers, and everybody here, that you can be careful. Enjoy the weather. Wear clothes that are very light and airy. You know, I know not everybody can dress like how I can dress, exposing my skin, you my leg, my arm, whatever. But if you are somebody, you understand, because of religion, wear long sleeve, a thin long sleeve shirt, and you can just have like a long summer dress, and you know, and just put on a sun hat, enjoy the weather. You understand? Enjoy the weather. Dress light, but you can dress moderate still, but dress light. You know, don't put on too much of heavy things. You understand? And if you're gonna do like you're gonna have on your hijab, make sure you look for a hijab that is very light and airy, and put it on, and put on a long dress that is very light, and put on a long sleeve top underneath your dress that is very light as well. You understand? And enjoy the weather as well. You can go outside and enjoy the weather. Don't let that deter you and stop you from going out and enjoy the weather. You understand? Go out and enjoy the weather. The weather is here. We have to enjoy it because next week we're gonna go back to normal schedule. So let us all enjoy the weather. I know everybody's smiling. Hello, good morning. Hello. Everybody's smiling and happy. You have to go with the flow. When you live in these parts of the world, it's, you know, that's how people operate. When it's cold, most of people that when I say good morning, they don't answer. You see, when some people where are past me on a daily basis, and I don't even say good morning, good afternoon. When it's sun out, you see they're smiling, they're giving you a nod or whatever. The same thing, they give me a fake smile, I give them back the fake smile, they nod at me, I just nod at them, and then we go about our way. But at the end of the day, you understand, that is how life is. And I'm just gonna enjoy the weather, and I'm happy. As you can see, I'm very, very happy. I'm tan. Yay! The little walk I do out there, I'm tan already. My tan usually come very quickly, really quickly. You know, my my youngest one, because she's a bit more lighter than us. When she got in the sun, she gets so red, and she always, you know. The only thing is like when the sun is very hot, is like the girls they the we call it like, they say like it's rash, they say like, but we call it fine heat, you know, in the Caribbean. In my country we say fine heat, but it just but it eventually, when the sun, when the heat wave is over, it just completely go away, you know. So they do understand that usually happen when it's hot. Anyways, I thank you all for all those who stop by. Thank you for the thumbs up, thank you for the like, thank you for the share. If you are new and you subscribe, thank you all. And I'll see you beautiful people on Wednesday when we'll come on again, and I will talk to you again, you know. I just talk because it just naturally flowing like this. I feel like when I just talk, when they like, I'm just telling what currently happening. So I'm just gonna head out now, you know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wear my broad summer hat to go to the park, you know. And yeah, I just shade myself properly, because what happened is like, when it's really hot, sometimes my forehead tends to like if it were peel off, like it's like there is thing. So think I'm gonna like put like a broad sun hat this time if I feel like, because I can't stand wearing that unless if I'm going to the beach. Anyways, love you beautiful people. Thank you for stopping by. See you all in the next one. Bye.